I'm Sammy Davis, and this is Some Dumb News. In February of 2021, Texas dealt with 2 weeks of power outages as winter weather shuttered the state's power grid. State politicians claimed they would do everything they could to fix the situation, and now, nearly 2 years later, winter weather has caused failure in power plants again. In order to get the extra power the state needs, power plants were allowed to burn dirtier fuel sources, but I don't fully understand how dirtier power sources generates more energy. Hopefully winter weather does not cause power outages like it did in 2021. Then again, if storms do hit, we'll get one step closer to that age-old question: how many power outages does it take for a Texan to fix their power grid? In the UK, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak volunteered at a soup kitchen so cameras could film him talking to the poors. Unfortunately, Sunak does not know how to talk to the poors, so while interacting with one homeless man, the Prime Minister asked if the homeless man worked in business. Then the politician discussed his background in finance and asked if that would be something the man would be interested in getting into. I genuinely would love to see this homeless man get a job with some finance firm, just because the Prime Minister didn't want to look like some out-of-touch ruling elite politician that he is. Welcome to London Finance. You were recommended by Rishi Sunak, so we're excited to get to know you and learn about your background and experience. I've been living in the street for the past few years, and the only money that I've dealt with has been given to me out of the kindness of strangers' hearts. Yes, it sounds like you would be perfect for our loan department. More likely, some government official will try to load all the homeless people on a bus and ship them to a new city and then claim that Sunak solved the homeless problem. Periodically, North Korea comes up in the news, and it's never good news. Whether they're firing off missiles or executing movie-watching teens, the country is never up to anything good. But I always wonder how this highly sanctioned dictatorship is able to afford all of their power. Turns out since 2017, at least, North Korean hackers have stolen $1.2 billion in cryptocurrencies, with half that amount coming from 2022 alone. Great, now I can't make fun of crypto bros who had their wallets emptied because their loss is funding North Korea's nuclear research. Last Friday, I talked about a bunch of news I couldn't cover, and one of those stories has to do with Elon Musk. Yay! The world's second richest man wants to bring back the shitty office environment, so in addition to requiring all Twitter employees work from the office, Elon Musk recently cut the meal perks from employee benefits. Nothing says you care about your workers like demanding they spend more money on their commute and lunch. I wonder how long it will take for Twitter to cut bathroom breaks. On December 18th, Lennon Scott was born in Huntsville, Alabama. Now, this wouldn't matter, except that Lennon's parents, Cassidy and Dylan, were also born on December 18th. This is their first child, and if the couple decides to have a second, I think it has to be born on December 18th, or else the baby's gonna be put up for adoption. Look, I don't make the rules. Hell, I don't even know the rules. On to some holiday cheer, and we'll find it in Williamsville, New York. Winter weather made driving all but impossible in the state, but no one seemed to tell a South Korean tour group while they were on their way to Niagara Falls. The group of 9 tourists and their driver got stuck in front of Alexander and Andrea Campana's house. I might be mispronouncing some of those names. These stranded travelers asked for a shovel to dig out their van, and the couple invited them in. The tourists and the couple shared drinks, and the guests even cooked some Korean food. I like when humans are good to each other, so yay for this story. Speaking of the holidays, police in Shepherdsville, Kentucky were called to a residence to check on a naked male with a hose between his legs. When police arrived, they discovered a mannequin dressed in a robe meant to look like Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Police got a laugh at the display and took several pictures, and hey, I've been doing this show for less than a month, and this is the second time Police have been called to check on a mannequin. Let's try to rush through a few more stories. First, according to a paper published in the British Medical Journal, the John Cleese silly walk from Monty Python's Flying Circus burns more calories than a normal walk. In fact, 11 minutes of silly walking per day was equivalent to 75 minutes of vigorous exercise per week, though some quick back-of-the-napkin math shows that 11 minutes per day is also equivalent to 77 minutes of silly walking per week. On the other hand, 77 minutes of silly walking is a tiny bit more entertaining than 75 minutes of exercise. Ugh. Can you tell I don't go to the gym that often? Monopolies are all the rage these days, and Microsoft, a company with a history of antitrust violations, tells a judge that its purchase of Activision Blizzard would benefit gamers. Microsoft would guarantee that Activision Blizzard games would be available on rival consoles for the next decade. I guess Microsoft believes the world will end within 10 years, because telling us the time frame for when the gaming market gets worse would just be stupid, right? The World Cup is thankfully over, and after the dust settled, FIFA announced that Salt Bae was not supposed to be on the pitch after the final match. Images show the celebrity chef kissing the trophy and mingling with Argentinian players. I mostly bring up this story because my goal is to become a small-time celebrity in order to appear all over pop culture. Got a concert coming up? I'll join you on stage and jump around like an idiot for a song or two. No one will know why I'm there, but you and I will know that it's all about building mystique. If you want to help me become a minor celebrity, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You can also help out by liking this video and sharing it with your friends. Some Dumb News comes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with shorts released daily. Hey, I'm still Sammy Davis. Thanks for watching.